So that covers natural harmonics. The next is going to be artificial harmonics. Pick harmonics are sometimes also referred to as artificial harmonics, but artificial harmonics are a rather vast subject. So let's talk a little bit about artificial harmonics. So artificial harmonics are pretty much anything that you are pushing down a note and get a harmonic from at some point. So a lot of rock players are very familiar with Van Halen's method of achieving these, and he generally will tap 12 frets above. He's not tapping the note, he's actually tapping the harmonic. Now, Jason, I know for a fact he did this, but Jason also used a different technique. Jason would use a technique which is usually associated with Lenny Breau, who happens to be a jazz player. And for this technique, we're actually going to get rid of our pick, and we're going to use our thumb to pluck a note, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use our ring finger, or our ring or middle finger, to pluck another note, except we're going to grab the harmonic with our index finger. So I'm going to fret 5 on our low E string here, and I'm not going to play it until I take my index finger and press it right above 12 frets above. So I'm going to be fret 17, and I'm going to pluck it here. Okay? So here we go. Now if you'll notice, I'm just kind of squishing my index finger down as some kind of like vice grip here. Now, here we go. We're going to do something very similar that we did to this type of thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it using this other technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck a note, then grab the harmonic. So I'm going to pluck the D string at fret 5, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the harmonic on fret 17 on the low E string. So one more time. Then I'm just going to move set of strings this way. So I'm going to grab this fret 5 on the G string, and then grab the harmonic on the A string. Move on forward. So B string gets plucked, D string harmonic, high E string plucked, and hit that harmonic. So you end up having this sound. Okay, and you can come back around. So that is pretty much, I'm grabbing the harmonic at fret 17, and then plucking that high E string, moving a set of strings this way. So it's pretty much, I ascend by plucking and then grabbing the harmonic. To descend, I grab the harmonic and then pluck. So here's kind of the cool thing. You'll notice that I generally have a vice grip down here. There's a bunch of different chordal shapes that you can start to explore. Some of the cool things that you can do, and some of the cool things that Jason did, is he experimented around with some of these chords. So let's take a look at this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant our index finger across fret 7. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger and we're going to plant that on fret 8. So same thing, I'm going to pluck, then grab the harmonic, pluck, and grab the harmonic. So here's how this new one should sound. All right, so let's just stick those two together like we're putting together a chord progression. Kind of cool, right? Let's scoot back one fret, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same shape as this, scoot it down one fret, except I'm going to take my ring finger and plant it on fret 8. So running across the strings, the frets should be low E string is at fret 6, A string is at fret 6, D string is at fret 6, the G string is at fret 7, the B string is at fret 6, and then the high E string is at fret 8. It'll sound like this. Kind of cool sound. So then let's throw those three together. So we have this. And then, sure, let's grab this big nasty looking one right here. I'm going to be grabbing on your low E string, fret 5. On your A string, it's at fret 6. On your D string, it's fret 5. On your G string, it's fret 6. On your B string, it will be fret 7. And on your high E string, it will be fret 5. Here's how it sounds. So far, chord progression, we have this. So you can play these things with a pick and do this plucking thing. It takes a lot more practice to use a pick than it does to pluck with your middle or ring finger, but might as well show you. So let's take a look here. What I'm going to do is play some single notes with this. So here we go. I'm going to do some of this Japanese melody. That scale. All right, so I'm going to play that in this Japanese melody. But I'm going to use the harmonics. So here I'm going to grab the pick. I'm going to take my index finger. And you can run that all your scales. Just remember, 12 frets above. That's all you need.